Greetings and a very warm welcome to you all to Astro Times today. In my previous video about Varga charts, I have mentioned why we have to see some different Varga charts and when we have to see Varga charts. My stand is very clear. Varga charts you have to see if and only if you have correct birth time. Even a slightest variation in the birth time, that is 15 to 20 minutes, also may impact the Varga charts heavily. That is the reason why I think our astrology experts, they have not referred to Varga charts anywhere. But my area of interest in astrology is more research than prediction. I am more inclined towards this research, this astrology, than giving predictions to anyone. So I want to take up this Varga charts as a special area and do some research. Who are all interested can follow me. Okay. Our Rasi Chakra is just like a complete blood picture. When we go to a doctor for some when we are not well, that is the reason why when we are doing well, why we go to doctor. In the same way, when we are doing well, we never go to any astrologer, right? In the same way, these Varga chakras are special areas of prediction, special areas of focus. So sometimes once the doctor is not satisfied with the complete blood picture, he may ask you to get the sugar test done or a cholesterol, a lipid profile done. Even the complete blood picture is showing some a broad picture of your blood, he is ordering for a special test. That is what these Varga chakras are. There are 16 Shodasa Vargas, 16 Varga charts that are we are known that astrologers are basically using these Varga charts. Who are basically interested in this astrology, they are using these Varga charts. Otherwise, nobody will use these Varga charts. They are a bit a complicated one. Okay, now I will give the names of those Varga charts to you in this session and wind up this session. What are these Varga charts? How to analyze them in a detailed way? That is how I'm going to take up my next session. In my next session, in the forthcoming sessions, I am going to speak about them. I don't want to speak on some general things like Jupiter transit into Gemini or Saturn transit into Pisces or some Sun transit into Aries. These are all very common areas where astrologers speak. But these are my areas of interest. Okay, who are all interested in this research can follow me and they can call me, and my number is there on the screen. Okay. I remember I like more negative comments than positive comments. And sometimes I keep both negative comments and positive comments. I more appreciate negative comments than positive comments. Okay. So what are these Varga charts? So D1 Rasi Chakra, we know. We all know. We are all well versed with it. Next important chart is D2. D2 chart. This is called as Hora chart. How to prepare this chart, what we have to decipher, what we can read, we have to read from chart, when we have to use this chart, what are different kinds of this Hora chart, I will let you know in my upcoming sessions. Until now, then I am giving only name, that is Hora chakra is D2. What all your second house signifies? What all your second house signifies, that is your wealth, your speech, the family in which you are born into. This is the family in which you are born into. This is what this D2 Varga Chakra speaks about. Okay. Next, D3. This is called as Drekana chart. What all your third house speaks? This house also speaks mostly this Drekana chart we use in the medical astrology more. I am going to make some videos in medical astrology. In that medical astrology, each particular Drekana is assigned some body part. I am going to speak about in very detailed way in my coming videos. This is your courage, your ability to do something, your initiation. How strongly you can initiate something. That is what we can study. For every house, there is an opposite house. That is how you have to. That is you have to. What are the outputs of third house? You can see from the seventh house from third house. What is seventh from third house? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, ninth house. Ninth house speaks about how outputs of your third house will be. In the same way, second house. Second house, the outputs you can study from opposite house to second house. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, eighth house. Eighth house is the opposite of house of your second house. In the same way, seventh house is the opposite house of your first house. That means the output house. For every time, you have to read the opposite house as well. Okay, leaving that aside. Now D4, this is what? Your immovable property. Fixed assets. This is also the place of your mother, what we study from D1 chart. Next, D5 is higher level vargas, that we will come to that later. D5 basically that is past life, Purva Punya house. That is what we have to study from your D5 house. Mostly the D5 means generally people think that is the that studies about our progeny, which is not actually correct. D5 is our Purva Punya. It studies about our Purva Punya. In the same way, D6, this is the extended house of magnified view of our sixth house, Ripu, Roga and Runa. What all you study from sixth house, you can study from D6 chart. Next comes D7 chart. This is exactly where we have to study our progeny. Many people they read D5 chart instead of D7 chart. Actually, for progeny, you have to read D7 chart. D8, sudden events. Suddenly something happens in your life. That is what you have to study from your D8 chart. D9 chart. This is very popular chart. This is also called as Amsha Chakra. Whenever our chart is casted, astrologer will show you two charts. The first one is Rasi chart. The next one is Amsa chart. All this Rasi chart and Amsa chart you have to put together side by side and read it. Without reading Amsa chart, reading of Rasi chakra as alone is a sin. You are not supposed to read Rasi chart without the help of Amsa chart. The placement of planets in Amsa chart is more important than your Rasi chart. Please take it from me. Sometimes one planet is getting exalted in Rasi chart, but the same planet is getting debilitated in your Navamsa chart. That means the planet is debilitated. Correctly, exactly debilitated. It pinpoints the position of one particular planet in Rasi chart. So this is final. Next comes D7, D10. This chart speaks about your professional life. Professions. Next comes D11. Your gains, etc. What all you don't earn, but the income keeps on coming to you. So we can say interest on interest. Deliberately you don't do, but you will get some interest. Say something we can say windfall. This windfall basically you can study from D11 chart. Basically all these Varga charts you have to study with the help of D1 chart. Without studying D1 chart, you cannot study D11 chart solely. D12 chart that studies about your 12th house. your moksha, your losses. These are all the things. This is also one of the Dusthana charts. This is what? Up to D12. These are all only up to D12. There are charts beyond this. I will let you know in my next video. Okay. Up till this, there is one specialty. These are the things which exactly you own in your life. Say you, your speech, your wealth, your finances, your job, your initiation, your brothers, your purva punya, your children, or rather our diseases, our spouse, next our death, our father, our profession, our gains, our losses, our sleep. These are all belong our mine. Rasi chart with the help of these are all the things which actually belong to you. There are some other things which many things which they don't belong to you, but we have to study from our chart. That I will come to back to in my next videos. Okay. If anything is there, please do comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye and God bless you all.